Hey, how's it going? Cole Campbell here with Hitting with the Nation, and today we have two more GOAT bats, but these are the ASA USA Anarchy GOAT. So what's unique about these is they use the X2 core composite, whereas some of the other ASA bats from Anarchy have that ACX 7360, I think it is. I haven't tried the X2 core. It's maybe the difference between maybe a softer barrel composite and a stiffer barrel composite, like you saw in the DeMarini Juggy to the Flipper. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't tried these out yet. We have the balanced one piece. Now this is a 12.5-inch barrel and it's on balanced end load. And then this is a 2-piece with the 3/4 ounce end load. And this is a little bit longer, a 13-inch barrel. Now these are a tribute to number 33 forever, Rick Schiffhauer, owner of Smash It Sports, that passed away. And these are a beautiful bat. He was the GOAT of the sales world. So let's get these on the tester and see how they do for these two bats. Anarchy GOAT 2-piece. We're gonna have to use a conversion on it. It's about 205. Now we have the 1-piece. It's about 205. All right, so we're gonna start with the balanced white. Now, we have two kinds of balls that we're gonna use today for this. I have a Super Gold Dot Extreme from Worth. This is a Classic M, and the compression and core are, I think it's 44/325, so a little bit less in the core, tiny bit more in the compression. And then we have a DeMarini Razzo, and these are the 52 core 300 compression. So we're gonna start with the normal USA ball. All right, 92, good start. All right, 95. Oh, let's try a couple of these Classic M's. All right, moving on. Now, the 3/4 ounce feels, I tell you what, the 3/4 ounces that I've swung from Anarchy this year feel more like a full ounce. They feel pretty heavy, but that's actually probably a good thing. Okay, couple with the pinkies. All right. .342 one hop. Whips around pretty fast. You feel a tiny bit in the connection, but not bad. This is a softer barrel for sure. Sweet spot's dang near in the middle. 13-inch barrel is a good wide sweet spot. All right, balanced with the U-trip. Kind of had to really cut down through everything to get some spin on it. Not a lot of weight on the end to kind of carry it, so see. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait as long as you can. Yeah, I mean, it's coming off pretty fast. I'm not feeling a ton of trampoline. I think that has to do with the one piece. You know, there's not a lot of whip with it. So the only thing about the ASA bass is they don't really break in a ton. They kind of start hot because of that softer outside barrel, and they work on the ball barrel combo. There's not a whole lot of breaking in with the ASA bats. Now, as always out here, we have a good 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from left. So to get these softer balls out, you're really going to have to get into them. And you're just going to have to play the spin. One hop, it's probably 340. Wow, pretty good on a line. Yeah, that's deep corner right there. That one feels good, the three-quarter ounce. Like I said, heavier end load on an ASA bat always does me good. That one swung really well, and it has enough on the end load to make the composite compress. All right, just one piece. See if I can wait long enough for this balanced. I'm definitely going to try to cut it a little bit more with the balanced. A little bit too much. It's the weirdest thing. Every swing I am under it. So here's what I think is happening with it being a light bat. When I'm making contact with the ball on my normal spin, the bat is jumping down farther than I'm used to because the end load helps carry it through the ball. With an end loaded bat, the bat's kind of jumping down. So I'm missing everything high. So I'm gonna mentally make sure I'm hitting more of the middle of the ball. Yeah, there's a good cut one. All right, so for the Anarchy GOAT, let's kind of talk about them a little bit. Now, for the U-Trip models, these compare almost identical. The one piece definitely is a balanced, and it has a lot of hand weight. So works well when you cut down almost like a tomahawk swing, line drives. It doesn't have a lot on the end to really go through the ball, so you kind of have to spin it where you want it to go. It's got good pop, but it's a different type of swing. For you balanced people, I think this is probably on the scale of like more end loaded to more balanced. This is definitely on the more balanced side, so the weight is going to be a lot in the hands. Now this 3/4 ounce is a heavier 3/4 ounce. Like I said, most of the Anarchies that I've swung that's a 3/4 ounce almost feels like an ounce. But in this spec for this softer composite on this ASA bat, I think it really works. This black and gold GOAT in the U-Trip and in this ASA are the best Anarchies that I have swung so far this year for a 2-piece. Overall feel on these, I'm gonna give it an A+ on the black and an A on the white. Okay, it's a little bit more balanced than I hoped that it would be. The 1-piece works really good with a little bit of an end load. I don't know how well it works for a super balanced bat. It does cut the ball really well, but feel, I'm gonna do A+ and then an A on the white. For the sound, these had a great sound to them. This softer X2 core composite is pretty loud. Not even slappy. It's a good pop. So I'm gonna give the sound on these Anarchies an A+. For the pop for these, with the softer composite, you have to swing smooth. Do not overswing these bats. I think the ACX 360, the other ASA that Anarchy has, is gonna be for more of a violent, powerful swing. These let your hands and the bat do the work, and the pop is there. So A+ on pop compared to a lot of the other ASA bats that I've hit when you keep it smooth. When I was over swinging, the pop wasn't there because I wasn't using the bat correctly and I was trying to manhandle it and it just wasn't working out for me. I mean, they would go, but it would die before I really thought it would go. And then whenever I would keep it smooth and just throw the bat, the furthest balls that I hit tonight. So definitely the difference between that softer and that stiffer composite, but the pop is there when you use it right. For durability, let's go put them on the tester and see if they've dropped at all. We'll have to use that conversion table for the ASA bats, but let's see how they do. 190, 195, looks like it didn't really drop. 200. Yep, so durability, S tier, these ASA bats, if you hit the right ball, they will last forever. All right, so overall, a wonderful, amazing, awesome goat bat from Anarchy. I definitely give it a thumbs up from Hitting Nation. They are gonna be in limited quantity like most Anarchy bats, and specifically because these are the 33 Forever, you're probably gonna wanna get one and keep it in your trophy case. Like, these are gonna be very sought after. I'm pretty sure my code works, 50 off Nation on Anarchy, and it'll get you quite a bit of money off. I think $50 off. So if you think one of these bats fits your swing, I would definitely try it out. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, golly, peace.